Hi, thank you for tuning in to Rebellious Thoughts Podcast, where we talk about politics, street politics, anything things that's going on, even sports, conspiracy theories, things just out there. I feel like sometimes it's just good to have a conversation about multiple things. Now I will say a lot of things we talk about is politics, therefore, because politics run our lives. They dictate the prices of things that we eat, the way we live. Um, they play a big part in our lives. Two, I am so much of an introvert that I'm getting back to doing this, and I know the more I record, the more I will get out of it. I have been away, had a death in the family, so I kind of took that hard. It was a closed casket. I didn't go because that was one of the reasons I didn't go because it was closed casket, and I felt like I already had said my goodbyes. Sometime I have a thing right now with depression, and I don't need other things triggering it. So I felt like that would have triggered it. And as we speak, the Knicks are beating the Magic 54-46 in the cup. I believe they're in Vegas at this moment. Um, Sponsored by the Emiratis, Saudi Arabia, people who own our fucking country right now, them and It's Not Real, who, as you know, are still bombing Gaza, piece of shits. Man, I ain't never seen a group of people who play the victim card, and all you do, every chance you get, you want to start, um, bombing people. That is crazy to me. You know where they're going? They they're going where they're going is a place. And let me see if I can make the sound of where a lot of them are going. They They are going to hell. They're going to burn. I swear to God. There's no way in hell you kill so many people and you expect for you to be chosen people. You are committing a genocide, atrocities on people who allowed you to come to the land some 70 plus years ago and live peacefully with them. And while these people were peacefully living, you were creating armies and taking their land to the point to where you have taken over majority of the land and boxed them into areas where they can't escape. So you basically put them in a kill spot. When you die, the only thing you're going to hear is welcome to hell. And then we got this one here. He's selling the country down the fucking river here. And I just wanted to play what he said.
But I
The
especially want to
Saudis have
thank
something to do
our
with
numerous Saudi
9/11.
friends here today,
It's
including
not real.
the ambassador
Work
to the United States,
together.
mine, Princess, it's a friend of mine, Rima. Thank you very much. Great job.
I just
Great,
before we finish this, I wanted to talk about that.
great
It is
representative you have. You
said
sent
it
a
is
good
it's
rep
said that
and made this representative,
it is said that
distinguished ministers
Saudi
and
Arabia were the ones who made 9/11 happen, and either It's Not Real has something to do with it too. The reason why people think It's Not Real has something to do with it is because they notified their people who work in the building and let them and told them not to be in the building that day. Tell me that's not a coincidence.
told their people don't not be in that building. I've heard it from several sources, people who've looked at all the information. I've seen it from different people's walk of life, and they've all brought that up. So I know that's at least a 90 to 100% chance that that information is correct. They don't even fucking refute it no more. That's the craziest thing. They don't even refute when people say it's an inside job. This is the craziest shit. And I remember I was in elementary when 9/11 happened. Man, they rushed us off the playground, rushed us on the floor. Man, we started having bomb drills. Like, man, like motherfucker, I'm up there looking out the window expecting to see a fucking missile start hitting us. Like the way they made it seem like it was gonna be like Pearl Harbor on the whole fucking country. Like, I expected to see like real life war in America. Like they had people thinking like they're gonna hit the refineries because where I'm from, refineries a big thing. Cancer Alley. If you know about us, or if you need to look it up, look it up. Um, man, the fucking fear mongering that went on back then was crazy. It was so crazy, man. Um, I remember I thought about it. I was like, man, I think I'm gonna join, but I wouldn't. I was gonna join the construction side. And my mom, she dates military men, and like all of them, who had something to do with my upbringing as a kid. They know once you get to like a certain age, I guess they know you start getting the selective service card and shit, and you start getting around that recruitment age, and motherfuckers will see me, hey man, hey, don't you fucking join, don't you fucking join, and I mean, man, you know. I've had people tell me about like Desert Storm. Well, I know motherfuckers who've been in Desert Storm. I know somebody who's been in almost all the fucking military, all the wars, and even wars that they don't even talk about. Um, and I have some of them who are special forces who have been on certain missions, and a lot of them mostly say basically the same thing in so many words. Everything we do is just to benefit rich motherfuckers. You thinking, oh, I'm doing this for my country, I'm doing this for my country. And then once you do certain shit, you realize, at the end of it, like, oh shit, man, they played us. They played us. It made us think we were being patriotic and shit when all this shit was not being patriotic at all. A lot of this shit was it was business, it was politics. Motherfucker was on the phone, didn't want to listen. So, he don't want to listen. We gonna send our troops at his ass. Just like Venezuela. We about to talk about that shit there. Um there's a lot of bullshit going on in today. And it's crazy though because, you know, this guy, he's got a cult like following. And when you study cults and stuff, you can tell that MAGA is a fucking cult. The Proud Boys, all of that is cultish. And for some reason, a lot of the people, white people, I would say immigrants, even some black African American people, got caught up in the bullshit and listened to him. They drank the fucking Kool Aid and thought this motherfucker was gonna be good for the country. Um, And no, and it hasn't been a full year, and the country's went to shit. I can only imagine what the next 3 years. Gonna be fucking hell. The only positive thing that's been happening in my life while he's been in office is my spouse has gotten the highest paid fucking jobs of her life. But me myself, I have been struggling. Like my business hasn't got off. This podcast hasn't really been doing what I needed to do. Um, that's why I kind of got away from it at one point. I'm back. I'm going to start putting more effort into it, start promoting it. We're gonna see how that go. But man, it's hard for a lot of motherfuckers. My brother, she's doing well. I know some people doing very well. Um, I could have probably went back to the refineries. But right before I was going to start trying to go back, I learned that someone I worked with for years got diagnosed with stage 3 cancer. And stage, I don't know how the fucking stages go. He was able to beat it. Not, it might not be stage 3, whatever. He was in the middle. It was almost bad, it was bad, but not too bad. And he was able to get the surgery and beat it because we're like we're in mid 30s, so well, early 30s, so we're able to fight shit off. Um, man, if I would have stayed in the refineries, I think as long as he did, he was in there more years than me. He can't even work in them no more. He knows. He knows. I mean, we deal with chemical cleanups. We clean up all different type of chemical spills. Like I've seen shit that looks like baby powder touch people's skin and literally just start making them bleed, like crazy shit. Carcinogens, shit that just you start breathing in and just like somebody took a razor blade and started cutting all your fucking throat. Um, real horrible shit. Um, and I'm pretty sure a lot of that shit fucked us up. You know, we've been with respirator masks on, fresh air, and they tell us, if you don't wear this, this shit's gonna fuck you up. You wear all of that shit, man, and you get away from it, and you take those masks off. And one thing we've learned is that shit still get through those masks. There's nothing that stops. There's nothing that stops like particles from really getting through. A lot of that's bullshit. That's like a bullshit they tell people to make people feel safe. It's like a fucking placebo effect. You think you're safe. You're not fucking safe. They're just mitigating. They're just mitigating how you'll live a little longer than the other one. That's all that is. So I don't have cancer that I know of. I need to get some tests ran because I've been going through a lot of shit like the past couple years. So I mean, who knows? Uh, but we have cleaned up some horrible fucking chemicals. I also could tell you that anyone that's a refinery, they contaminate your water sources, your grounds. Like if they destroy the refineries and remove it and let it all just be grass there, like that's just a contaminated waste dump. Don't never let them tell you that OSHA, the EPA, and all those motherfuckers like actually do anything. I think I've seen OSHA once or twice in my life. I have never seen them. I've just heard of them being on site like maybe once or twice. But those motherfuckers don't do nothing, man. Those motherfuckers, I think with the highest they could hit them with like a $75,000 um $75,000 fine. They can maybe shut the job down for a day or so, but they can't really do nothing. Money talks. That's one thing I've learned. Money fucking talks. And I've seen fucking one pipe get messed up. And we had to fix the pipe. And I was told the pipe either made like $100,000 a day or $100,000 a week. This is one oil pipe. You know how much fucking money that is? The fucking refinery making like 60 plus billion a year. That is fucking insane. I mean, fucking motherfuckers printing money. And a lot of these refineries, bro, they're owned by people outside the country. They're foreign influence in America running rapid. They do what the fuck they want. They don't follow the rules. You're supposed to not smoke. The owners, they walk around smoking. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck if that cause a fucking, when these motherfuckers go up, it's like a nuclear bomb go off. Um, They don't give a fuck. They don't care if they kill up all these fucking people. They don't give a shit about that. And these are the type of people who own these fucking facilities. And these are the type of people they allow to come in the country and get in on these facilities. This is what the fuck America has become. America has become a whore that has been sold and rented out to all other countries. You know, for the longest until I think someone just did something about it. You know, China was buying up land left and right in fucking America. How you let another country own your fucking land? Like that don't make no fucking sense. I have never, I've never heard of America owning half of fucking China. You know, I've never heard of no shit like that. Man, the shit that happens in this country is mind blowing. And the white people here, they're worried about fucking color. You motherfuckers, you got bigger problems than black people or Hispanic people or any other fucking type of people. If you don't fucking watch it, these people are going to run this country into a toxic waste dump. You motherfuckers who think, America's our country, America's our country, this motherfucker won't be livable. Everyone will leave this motherfucker, and those thoughts that you have, that shit won't be able to travel with you because other places won't allow that shit to thrive. That shit will get snuffed out. And these people who you praise, like this fucking asshole right here, who's nothing but a con man and a city slicker, he's gonna be in his fucking house in his diapers, getting fed applesauce on his way out to going to hell, while the rest of you motherfuckers are living somewhere on the streets, wondering if you're gonna get a fucking meal. While he's throwing steaks around left and right, deciding which one he wants to fucking eat. While he got fresh water to bathe in, and your water's radiated, probably full of these fucking chemicals I tell you about that eventually start ripping your fucking skin off your body. Yeah. Y'all better get y'all shit together, white people. Let's finish this stupid ass video. What the fuck?
Members of the cabinet, governor of the Public Investment Fund. Where's Yasser?
Said I plan a Paris honeymoon.
It's time to read what a complete multi vitamin can do. Like support you as you expect a new track. Taking Centrum Silver daily may slow cognitive aging up to 60%. Rethink cognitive aging with Centrum.
Yasser's here someplace. Sometimes I can't. I see him dressed both ways. I don't know. It's cooler that way. I'd dress that way if I could.
Oh,
Yasser's terrific. He's a terrific man, actually. So thank you very much, Yasser. And Secretary Scott Bessent has been fantastic. Where's Scott? We're thinking about him for the Fed. He wants no part of it, but he likes being Secretary of the Treasury. I think we'll leave him. So let's cross your name off, right? Officially, right? Remember, you said that. I love the Fed job. To me, it's the easiest job in the world. You play golf for 28, 29 days, then you go and make a little speech. Tell everybody, in the case of the current guy, the wrong information because he has no clue. But if you have good instincts, it's all based on instincts. I see they want to hire 3,000 economists, 3,000, to report to the Fed chairman. What are they going to do? Take all this information? 3,000 economists. That's why they're spending $4 billion on renovating a building that should have cost $25 million to do. They should have spent $25 million. They're building a basement into the Potomac River. I could have told them that's very tough to do and it doesn't work and it's very expensive. But they're up to $4 billion headed by this clown. But we have 3,000. Think of it. They want to hire 3,000 economists. So they took a poll and they interviewed 71 people. 71 people. And of the 71 people, 2 people got it right. 2 people.
That was this motherfucker.
One was a great economist whose name I won't tell you because I won't tell you because I don't like him personally, but he is good.
We deal with idiots like that. That's what we deal with.
And the other one that got it the most right was a man named.
How can you get anything wrong?
Everyone else, President
if
Donald
you check,
you believe it?
With the prices of groceries, how
and I didn't have an economy.
It is to live and eat in this fucking country at this point.
But
I remember
we got it right,
when you spent $300 on groceries, you have 2 fucking baskets. You used to have 2 fucking baskets in the early 2000s and the 90s. You have 2 fucking baskets of groceries in Walmart. That is a lot of fucking food. $300 now? Motherfucker, you eat maybe 2-3 weeks. The shit don't even last. Then you gotta hope the shit you buy, the motherfuckers of good quality, because it might not be worth the fuck. By the time you get it, you have it here, and it's ready for you to eat, the motherfucker then spoiled. Great fucking economist, my ass. Wanted to.
How do you
I guess I can't do that.
Where's the zoom on this? Can't step button. Oh, there. Where's the zoom on this? Can't step button. Oh, there. I got it. What is that? Oh my God! What is that? Did you just tell me you got that? Let's see that. What? That is not a steel head. Oh my God! Oh my God!
In 2005, the friends went hiking in Israel, and look what they saw.
Yeah, man, this is cool. Got a seal on the rock down there? Nothing.
Yeah.
That's a weird looking seal, man. Are you filming this? Yeah. How do you, where's the zoom on this? Yeah, it's that button. Oh, there, I got it. What is that? Oh my God! What is that?
Okay, with that one, there's a little conspiracy thing, and that's for mermaids. Is mermaids real? I would be lying to you if I said I didn't believe mermaids are real. I believe mermaids are real. I've seen plenty of footage of people who work on offshore rigs, and it looks like it's something in the fucking water. Some swimming, it's moving fast, moving quick. I believe I've heard scientists or doctors say when you're in your mother's pouch that you have gills at the time. I don't know if that's 100% if that's what they said, but I believe that's what they said, and that it could be possible that we are like you are somewhat amphibious at first at birth. So I wouldn't be shocked if a group of people at one point may have been born in the fucking water or something. And like nature took its place there. And, they became creatures of the deep. When you look at how deep the ocean is, it is fucking huge. Um, it is very it is it is very massive. I think like the tallest building is just like it's a nothing. Like there's a video out there, and I will have to find it. And that shows how deep the ocean is. Hold on, let me see. Shit. Oh, well, while we talk about it, while I'm looking for that, have y'all seen that the US they seized an oil tanker off the Gulf Coast of Mexico? I know. Some of you probably don't like that. Gulf of America. Fuck that shit. It's Gulf of Mexico. And Trump's talking about, oh, we'll keep the gas. Which is fucking stealing. And it's getting to the point where I think he's gonna make it. He's making it where it's gonna be fucking impossible for people like us to travel. No, I don't. I don't do that quick typing, so y'all gotta excuse me. My fingers are fucking crooked. Fuck that shit. Oh, here we go. There. Let's see. But yeah, dumbass is gonna have us in a war, bro. But yeah, I just want to show this.
Building in the world and try to reach the Titanic, you would act.
Most people don't understand how deep the ocean really is. Imagine you walk off the coast into the water at 10 meters or 30.
If you.
Most people don't understand.
Oh, why we can't expand it all of a sudden? Just because I'm sharing it, huh? Just because I'm sharing.
Understand how deep the ocean really is. Imagine you walk off the coast into the water at 10 meters or 33 feet deep. You're already experiencing an entire additional atmosphere of pressure. At 214 meters, you're passing the verified record for a human diver with no equipment. At 830, you're the depth of the tallest building on Earth. And at 1,000 meters down, no light from the surface is getting to you anymore. And you're only about 1/10 of the way down, 1,220 meters, and you're in the territory of the deepest military submarines that we know about. At 3,800 meters, you hit the Titanic, and just above it is where the infamous OceanGate submersible imploded. The deepest recorded natural point is 10,984 meters deep, or 6.8 miles. You might have heard of this point. This is Challenger Deep. If you put Mount Everest into the water upside down, there would still be over a mile until you got to the bottom. The ocean is just amazing. But the thing is, we haven't mapped it very well. If you want to know more about the crazy effort to map our oceans, watch this video right here. Most people don't understand how deep the ocean really is.
Man, this ain't the one. They got one. It's fucking crazy. I mean, fucking crazy.
Did you know that the Mariana Trench?
How deep the ocean really is.
I guess it depends on how long the cameraman can hold his breath. Let's find out. Only 5% of the ocean has been explored. I think it's more like 10% now.
Did you know that the Mariana Trench holds the title for being the deepest part of the ocean and the deepest location on Earth? Located in the western Pacific Ocean, this incredible trench is an astounding 11,034 meters deep, which is almost 7 miles. To put that into perspective, if Mount Everest were placed into the trench at this point, its peak would still be underwater by more than 1.2 miles. Did you know that the Mariana Trench holds the title for being the deepest?
Man, the ocean is so fucking deep. It is crazy. And I want to show that because it baffles me when people think like nothing lives in the ocean. Like, look at all that fucking space. That's no fucking way. And I think like 90% of the ocean is not 90% of the ocean has not been even explored. We explore more of the shit than we do the ocean. Ocean is where everything is though. But oh yeah, that is something it's like my main reason for today. Uh-huh. Huh. And I want to talk about poverty because a lot of motherfuckers be thinking they not poverty, they not impoverished. These cocksuckers, Trump, they just fucking just move stuff and move stuff and move stuff. I'm trying to say it's like 14 grand. Get the fuck out of here. That's fucking under poverty. Fuck. I can't find it. Well, I had to break it to a lot of people when I was doing Affordable Care Act. You know, a lot of people in America believe that they believe that they're fucking making a lot of money. A lot of people think when they're making 35, 40 plus thousand that they're balling. That they think they're doing so. Motherfucker, you can't even afford a decent amount with that amount of money these days. As you can see, I mean, you're gonna be in debt, but you're not. You're fucking. You're poverty. You're in poverty. A lot of people think that they're making a lot of money in this country. A lot of people argue over rich people thinking that they're actually fucking doing good. There's always motherfuckers in the $40,000, $50,000 trying to take up for people who are making millions and billions of dollars, and they don't even realize that that is not the actual. That is not actually feasible. Like, you're actually poor. You know how many people had to break it to that they were poor? They didn't even realize they were fucking poor. You coming to me and you're asking to get tax credits to make your insurance cheap from the Affordable Care Act, and you believe that you make too much money to get tax credits that will help you be able to have affordable insurance, which still costs a pretty penny. And your response is, I don't get the tax credits because I make too much money. How much money do you make? I make 35,000. That's not. I don't know if you noticed, but you're considered poverty. It just got so fucking bad in this country. I remember, like, the rules changed so much that from when I started, if you made maybe like 60K, you probably couldn't get it to where by the time I was let go, you could make $100 some fucking thousand dollars. That's how fast Donald Trump has fucked up the community, the economy, to where that wasn't even considered enough money no more. People were able to get tax credits. Now it does go off of how many people's in the house, how much money is made from it. It does calculate it as a household and not individuals, but normally you wouldn't be able to get no tax credits making that fucking type of money. I remember the first person who got approved for fucking tax credits. Our job is not to try to make someone feel sad, make someone think they can't get something. And so I'm just going through the motion, setting everything up, and I see shit. The motherfuckers getting tax credits. $1,700 a month. Tax credits. The tax credits is basically, if you don't know what tax credits are, let's say your tax credits is how much the government will pay of your insurance monthly. Let's say you're paying, $2,400, $2,300, let's say $2,300 a month. We give you $1,700 in tax credits for you and your family. You may be a family of 4. So that means that $2,300, you have the only thing you have to come up with is $500 that month for your insurance. $500. We're gonna to pay the other $1,700. Now, the only thing is with tax credits is the bullshit comes in is at the end of the year when you file your taxes, if you're like a couple of dollars off, or you do something wrong when you file your taxes, they may consider you owing them back. So some of your tax money may go to paying back some of those tax credits. But, I've heard people be like, they okay paying that motherfucking money back. At least they get to have insurance, affordable insurance. Some people, they look for their tax dollars, man. Some people, tax money, that's, that helps them, get through the world. Like me, I don't fucking look for a tax or something. I don't give a fuck for it. Income tax is bullshit. I rather keep my money throughout the year. I don't care for income tax.
And their CEO, Larry Fink. Okay, who's in charge of who got those bank bailouts from the government back in 2008? Federal Reserve, who worked with BlackRock and their CEO, Larry Fink. And who created the collateralized mortgage obligation in the early 80s at First Boston and then was a huge voice for subprime loans, which inevitably led to the housing crisis of 2008? That would be the CEO of BlackRock, Larry Fink. And when our Treasury Secretary, Henry Paulson, was given $700 billion of toxic asset relief money, hey, what's going on? What did he use it on? Did he just buy toxic assets? No, Paulson instead shifted focus to injecting capital directly into banks, and 8 of those 9 banks were heavily invested into by BlackRock and their CEO, Larry Fink, who started BlackRock with Blackstone's founder, Peter G. Peterson. And Peter wrote reports for Nixon, and one of those reports would get us off the gold standard, who many people will attribute to the inflation we're seeing today. And who benefits from all these assets, like housing inflating? Well, that would have to be the world's largest asset holder. And that's BlackRock, their CEO, Larry Fink.
And this is the motherfucker that gets to walk around here through raindrops. Larry Fink has his hand in so much fucking shit, it's ridiculous. And when you think that you can't hear something more outrageous, you hear that he's already set. He's already set. Once Ukraine signs a peace treaty with Russia, he's already set to advise them in rebuilding Ukraine. And either I think he's gonna loan them money. It's a way to keep a country in debt. I didn't even notice, like, like America and other countries, they will borrow for your rich elites. And if they can't pay them back, they basically own certain things, or it's certain things the country have to do for them. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, these motherfuckers be selling out the country.
This man is asking the pub.
I know what the other video is. It's on TikTok.
2026 resolution. Stop.
Shut.
So you guys really hate people on food stamps and Section 8 so fucking much. Why don't you guys go after the corporations? Like Walmart and like Giant Eagle and like all these other places that are, offering like $15 an hour when rent is $1,500 a month. Why do you want people to have kids when we can't afford them? There's not many high-paying jobs out there. Like I work for a union and I make $35 an hour at my take-home, before taxes. That's after dues and everything else. And like most of the people that I fucking work with, their wives are working. Like they can't afford homes. Like, and it's not like we're all drug addicted or fucking alcoholics or addicted to video games or anything. So we don't take vacations. We're all driving old, beaten up fucking trucks and shit. If you hate all these people on fucking welfare benefits and shit, why aren't you getting mad at the management firms that are charging this much money for rent? Why aren't you getting mad at the utility companies for charging outrageous fucking prices? Like, if you don't want people on benefits taking your tax dollars, as you fucking say, why aren't you getting mad at the people that are making life so fucking expensive? Not to mention, Walmart and shit that says, oh yeah, we're only going to give you a part-time job with like 23 to 25 hours a week, but you have to have constant open availability because if you pick up a second job and we need you to fill someone's shift, you're going to get fired. Like, why aren't you people getting mad at the right motherfuckers? So you guys really hate.
So, it brings back to the people who take up for motherfuckers who are ruling the fucking country, ruin the country, and they rule the country. We're so fucked up. It's ridiculous. Like, how can we band together to fix this shit for once and all, and not have motherfuckers trying to stop us from doing it? Because the people who are gonna try to stop you first is the motherfuckers who just as poor as you. Back in the days, motherfuckers used to take vacation. Like he said, he makes $35 fucking dollars an hour, and he can't even take a fucking vacation. Everybody in the house got to fucking work, bring some type of money in. It is ridiculous, bro. It is ridiculous how expensive it is to live in America. Fucking apartments, bro. I remember when I thought a $900 a month apartment was fucking insane. I grew up, I'm born 1990. So, man, I remember my cousin told me, he's like, yeah, we got a $900 apartment. They had this girl, she was a roommate, who was paying, part of the rent. So, they wasn't paying the whole 900. But I thought that was fucking asinine. Like, he was like, oh, you want to move in? Like, no, nigga, it's expensive here. Like, nah, I don't want to stay here. $900 for fucking rent? No. Hell no. I'm not moving here. Man, An average American renter pays $1,326 a month. The U.S. national average rent for a one-bedroom apartment is $1,624 a month. The national median rent for an apartment is $1,987 as of March 2025, reflecting a year-over-year increase of 0.77 interest. These figures indicate a general trend of increasing rental costs across the country. But you let dumbass tell you everything is great, everything is well. We're the hottest country. Motherfucker, yeah, we're the hottest country. We burning up. We burning the fuck up. This motherfucker is a powder keg. Because, man, motherfuckers are eventually gonna start fucking shit up. Damn, I'm from Louisiana. We have the highest poverty rate, 18.7%. Hell, Puerto Rico have a lesser poverty rate than fucking Louisiana at 17.8%. The overall poverty rate in the U.S. is 12.1%. The U.S. population has an income below their respective poverty threshold. This was 2024. See, but these numbers are not fucking right, though. See, these numbers are not right. You got hundreds of thousands of fucking people in poverty in Louisiana. 883,000 people in the state are considered in poverty, which these numbers are fucking wrong. These numbers are really blown the fuck out. And when I say blown out, they're blown out in the wrong way. Like, there's more people in poverty. They changed the fucking, I remember it was like 40 some fucking thousand, and you're considered still poor. And now all of a sudden they switched it to 14,000. These cocksuckers, they changed the fucking information. See, that's what I don't like about digital, bro. They change the information and they make you think you're fucking crazy. Okay. Here it is. They changed it from fucking 40 some thousand for a family. A family of four. You need to at least make $32,150 annually. Motherfucker, they gonna live on the street with that amount of money. Do you realize if rent is an average, like what they say, like $1,300 to $1,600, nigga, that's over half their money in rent. They ain't got no motherfucking place to live. Do you know how expensive it is for a 4 fucking bedroom? That shit probably over $2,000 at least. And depending on where you stay somewhere in fucking Miami, shit, boy, that's some money there. Woo, fuck me. All you gonna be hearing in a little bit is, well, all the fuck you gonna be hearing, motherfuckers shooting and fighting. And for a single individual, you supposed to make at least $15,650. Nigga, I don't know where you gonna live with that amount of money. That's a motherfucker who working right now at McDonald's or something. And that's why they fucking mad. You can't live off that motherfucking shit. These numbers make no fucking sense. They make no fucking sense. See, that's what I don't like about motherfucking internets. Because you'll have the information, and then when you come back, all that shit is being changed. All that shit is changed. But I'm telling you. Yeah, see this one here. Shit, yeah, the numbers is bullshit. these numbers are all bullshit. To live in most of these states, you need a certain amount of money. How much do you need to retire in America? Yeah, you need about $17 million to remain a comfortable fucking life in Hawaii. I don't believe that bullshit. You don't need more than that. I seen a video when they broke it down where you basically need like if you wanted to live like a decent life in America and you want to be able to go places and like really enjoy your fucking life, you need everything paid off and you need about 15 million in your bank. That's how expensive America is. And that's for someone. Now that's for someone who has a decent lifestyle, who's used to doing a lot of traveling, who's used to spending money, who has nice things. That is for the American fucking dream right there. That is the American dream. If you want the American dream, that is how much money you need. The American dream has a fucking number to it. You need $15 million. I think they say it comes out around like 10, 20K a month you can spend for the rest of your life. I wouldn't spend that much money fucking her, cause I'm me. I don't even leave the house half the fucking time. Um, but if you want to shop, do crazy shit, that is your American dream. That's how much you need. Everything needs to be paid off, and you need like 15K. I mean 15 million in the bank, and you need a financial advisor. But my thing with that comes, if you gotta pay taxes on your fucking money, do you really have 15 million? Like, I don't know what it's like to have millions of dollars and have to pay taxes on it. I'm pretty sure you gotta do some slick shit. You gotta do some slick shit in this motherfucking country. To me, I'm taking the money out the country. Fuck them hoes. I'm out of here. I ain't even gonna see what it's like to be no American citizen. You keep that motherfucking fuck ass little citizenship. Bitch, I'm about to leave. I'm about to go somewhere where it's more safer for me and it's cool, calm, collect. And, they not messing with me. I ain't messing with them. Having one of them nice things, go on my life, You know, uh, life too fucking, life is too short for all that bullshit. Um, I think this is it today. Oh, yeah, Africa's breaking apart. The whole motherfuckers got a rift coming through it. But it's gonna take fucking living forever for it to break apart. And I remember, I believe, me personally, I believe that by time what you call Pangea, what the fuck it was called, broke apart, people like literally probably watched the motherfucker break apart because I believe civilization's older than what they say it is. These scientists are dumber than a box of fucking rocks, man. They say one thing and then they come to find out they're wrong. Oh, shit is older than what we thought it was. No shit. No shit. I'm pretty sure shit is very older than we thought it is. Um, but yeah, right now we're on the brink of a war with Venezuela. I hear that they're also looking at targeting the president of Colombia, and some people believe that eventually they will come for the president of Mexico. And it's crazy because they're coming for them for their democratic reasons. This is supposed to be a democratic country, but you're up here want to attack other countries for their democratic leaders. Not too much Democrat around here, are we, huh? But we know, man, America is showing who they really is. It's to the point of life, man. Or they don't hide being racist. They always say we talk about race, we act like everything's about race. So racist around here, da 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 da. And all they do is prove us right, left and fucking right. They're fucking racist. You're racist, cuz this is who he is. You know, don't fight it. Don't fight who you is. You know. But yeah, this is JV. Thank you for just being here today with me. I'm gonna start being better at this. I'm gonna start having my topics better. Today was just more of me, getting back in the swing of things. Um, Let me update you on the NBA score. What the hell is it? Looks like Josh Hart throws an alley to Mitchell Robinson. What is the fucking stats? Oh my god. Taking off forever for the points. Oh shit, 100-92. New York's winning over Orlando. I think New York could be real dangerous. I think they can win it all if they figure it out. Like learn how to gel together. They have a very deep bench. The problem is the people who like Yabusele and Clarkson that you expect to like really come out the bench and give hell. They're really struggling right now. I don't know if it's just because they've never been to New York. I think it's just like New York is a fucking big place. Never playing in a big place like that, big marketing like that. It could do a lot to you. So I think a lot of it's just like getting used to it, just getting acclimated. Excuse me, within the system. They'll be all right as long as they get it before the end of the season. Um, they're gonna be dangerous. And they don't need to be no number one, number two team. Fuck all that. Cause that's how you keep getting out of there. Let somebody else get some of these teams out the way for you, and then you just scream on in there. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else?
People on food.
I'm pretty sure I want to play something. I want to play something for you guys. Then I was gonna let you go. Before I let you go. Okay. This is shit. Rabbi Finkelstein. This is a recording of him from shit. In the 1800, yeah, the 1800s, or right before he died and he died in 91, from 1895 to 1991. He's probably tossing in hell. Oh. But yeah, this was a recording of what he said. and we're gonna listen to that. And let you marinate on that, and we'll talk about it when we come back in the next video.
100 to 300,000 children a year this year in this country, and we drain their blood.
Oh, you know what we can do? You know what we can do? I have this saved on here. We can let y'all. Oh, do it on the computer. Hmm. All my videos are not the same. I guess. Huh. That is weird. It's the fucking same. I repost this stuff, and it's not the same. Forget it. Let's start from the beginning. That's why people treat a false Christianity.
children that you put their blood in the monster bag and that you eat it on sacrifice on Passover.
I give it to black people too.
You Jews ever get control of the i.e. Christian churches in this country? It's always baffled me to a varying degree, Rabbi Finkelstein. You know, you have your synagogue out there in New York on the East Coast. I'm wondering, how did you ever totally get control of these Christian churches who at one time told their congregations to stay away from you Jews? How did that happen? Lucifer. Right from the very beginning. You think the Pope and the Cardinals and the bishops were a yarmulke. White-faced mother figures us out. So then we took all your books that had all your scriptures in there, and we burned them. Then we wrote them in Latin so that you couldn't understand them. Well, we understood Latin because we're Jews and we're smart and we're educated. You, Graham out there, you never teach yourself. You don't self-teach. You're always looking for somebody else to do it for you. So you wind up being schleppers all your life. And so, anyway, 1,000 years later, when the bunch of the white race started to wake up in Europe, and they started to leave the Catholic Church, it was a terrible time because we weren't making as many shekels as we used to, and we had to put a stop to it. Some of the kings that we had in our hip pockets, just like the politicians of Washington, D.C. today, we paid them off to get you declared heretic so that they would crucify you and kill you. There was too many of you. And the West was opening up when the Jews opened up New York and Rio, and everybody started going west to the Americas. And so we had to come up with a plan B. And plan B, we formed the Jesuits. There's a nice boy, Ignatius Loyola, that he started the Jesuits. So they decided to infiltrate all the Protestant churches out there. There's always that Jews work our way to the top, and then we take over the money line, the shekel line, the most important line, the life line, the gold. And so we took that over.
Now I'll let you spend your time thinking about what you just heard. This is that was a recorded interview of Finkelstein, Dr. Finkelstein. That's fucking crazy.